Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today is the 1st of August. This is Lugnasa or Lamas, whatever you like to call it, if you do even call it anything, but it's also the beginning of a brand new month. So if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And we shall get into what this month is going to bring for you. So let's get into the runes first of all. Let's see what the runes tell us for your month ahead. We have Kainas, Yera, that's an interesting one to have this time of year, and Bacano. Okay, very nice. So it feels, I'm going to talk about those after actually. I'm going to pick one of these as well first of all. So we've got one of the Animal Dreaming Oracle cards because I'm still really obsessed with them, still really liking them. Okay, we've got Transformation on there, but I'm going to pick one at random in here. Oops, nearly dropped the whole pack then. Genetic Memory, the Lyrebird. Okay, so this coupled with your runes is kind of suggesting you may be going back into your memories, you know, from the past. Maybe looking at things within yourself. It could be like traits within yourself. Kainas is all about paying attention. So I feel like for many of you, you're working on the solar plexus, you're working on your ego self, and maybe taking a look at aspects of yourself that perhaps you feel are affecting your way forward at this time. Things that are being illuminated to you about yourself that you're probably feeling like, you know, or you've been working on this for a little while, because with Yera coming up next, it's kind of telling us about the cycles of natural growth that you've been going through. So I almost feel like you thought you dealt with something, or you thought you'd collapsed something or worked through something, some kind of pattern in your life, for it only to be illuminated again right now. And this month is about this particular pattern that you are working on. Okay, you're getting there. You're really starting to grow through this. And Bacano is suggesting a rebirth at this point. So it's almost like you have really come that full circle. You've reached fullness here. You've reached fullness. And for some of you, it's actually bringing back parts of yourself you didn't even realize you needed, that bring nurture, that bring a lot of support and stability. And it's also, again, that cleansing process that you've been going through. So you're taking with you all the bits that match, all the bits that feel right for you at this time, and leaving behind the things that don't feel right for you at this time. Okay, you're really observing yourself, I feel. So let's see your current situation throughout August. What are we talking about here? We have the Queen of Wands. So it's definitely, again, that confidence, things that fill you with passion and fire. And this is the way forward. You are moving forward with a lot of success in this month. And it's success in terms of not always to do with like job, career or money or anything like that. It's more to do with personal development, more to do with personal passion and things that are there within you. Now the struggle, I didn't mean to say that. The challenge that you're facing is about unpacking some things from the past, or allowing yourself to unburden yourself of these stresses and strains of the past. So things that you've been carrying around with you, maybe that you've been telling yourself, that is who I am, or that is the way that I am, that's just the way things are. Have you ever had an experience where you've been doing something in a difficult way, and it's not until somebody tells you of an easier way of doing it that you realise you've been doing it the hard way? That's a little bit like what this challenge is here, is what's been illuminated to you is actually an easier path. But because all you've known is the harder path, it's difficult to make that transition. It's difficult to move. So what do you need to focus on throughout August from this point right now? The Lovers. So what you need to focus on right now could be about your love life. It could be about a soulmate connection. But for many of you, it's about making a choice in love. It's making some sort of choice here, or a decision that's important in your life, that's to do with something that you're passionate about. you're coming into a point where you do need to make a decision. Now, this is number 6 of the Major Arcana. So I'm feeling like this could be around the 6th of August, that you really are at a point of making a decision in love. Okay, so that is what your focus is meant to be on. And what do we have for your advice? What can the advice be for you on this? The advice is to take the blindfold off. The advice is to make a decision, because you're still at this crossroads of like indecisiveness, not sure which way to go, and it's blocking you from being able to move forward. Now, memory and mind is the block here. Memory and mind is what is blocking your way forward. Go with the heart and solar plexus as to the way forward here, because at the moment your head and your memories is kind of stopping you from having new experiences in love. There's something brand new coming in here for you to experience, but you're allowing previous experiences to cloud your judgment, to cloud your mind, and it's blocking you from being able to move forward in this. What else do we have for you in that? I've got the Star, but this came out in the reverse position as well. So it is kind of like not feeling very hopeful, or feeling like your wish isn't going to be fulfilled. So there's an element of you working through that within this month as well. Yeah, you're feeling like something you've been hoping for or wanting is not quite there, not quite where you want it to be. And that could be making you feel a little bit low to start with. But that's all part of this challenge of unpacking the past. It's letting go of things that you're actually putting there yourself because of your past experiences, okay? So be aware when you're moving into a new relationship of not allowing your experiences from the past to take a hold of that, okay? We have here the Page of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands as well, there's showing a lot of, there is enthusiasm and inspiration here. There's a want to move forward. There's some kind of offer here of something with light-hearted and fun, you know. There's some kind of offer that's going to be, let's take a chance. Yeah, it's like a mini fool kind of thing. It's like a little risk, a little leap of faith, basically. And it doesn't take a lot. It's not going to take much. I've seen a lot of crickets lately, a lot of crickets in my garden. And it feels like the message is about sort of like almost like a group of people taking a chance, taking a risk. But it's not a big risk. It's not big at all. But it's worth it. It's full of enthusiasm and inspiration. And something long term, something that you can invest in and that you can grow with. So this could be where you are nurturing something, especially with Bacano there. You're nurturing something that sits deep within you, that perhaps you've been making these, you've been working through these cycles to reach this point. And it's growing. It is really growing. Through this month, it's really starting to take root, and you will start to reap the rewards from that growth, basically. You have been working hard, especially over the past month, I'd say. You've been really diligent over what your needs are, what you need to do, and how things need to be. Okay. Now let's see. What else do we have for you on here? Is there any other information that you need to know? Yeah, you are about the middle of the month, the middle of August. There's going to be, this is where your rebirth is going to really take place, and things aren't going to look the same as they do now. You know, in the next couple of weeks you will notice a huge change in where you are now. It's like a real transition, and that's because of all the work that you've put in over the past month or so. You're really going to see yourself in a good light, in a good way of everything that you've worked through. You're really allowing yourself to shed the old skin and move into a new beginning. You just got to watch temptation around this, of things that might try and stray you away from what actually is working for you, what you've really been working towards, what you've really been working hard on. You just got to watch that this doesn't try and pull you back into something that is going to, it feels like kind of wrap you up in chains and stop you from being able to move forward, because sometimes we can feel comfortable in what we know. The ego wants us to stay with what we know because it feels safe. But this is about you unburdening yourself, taking those chains off through the work that you've done, and recognizing a different way forward that actually, okay, it might feel strange or different at first, but it is actually better for you in terms of your soul purpose. Yeah, there's going to be some revelations as well. It's almost like there's an energy of illusions being broken. Things coming to the surface that perhaps were in the subconscious are going to be coming forward. Again, this is around the middle of the month that you're going to start to have these realizations. This could all be as well some kind of messages back and forth with somebody that's going to really bring this revelation to a point. I do feel this could be with somebody that you're at a distance with, that you're going to be seeing more and more often, talking to more often, especially through, like I say, text or something like that, or messenger, which then I feel may turn into actually being in person. Now, this energy is about you needing to find balance and be patient with yourself, okay? Try not to rush things ahead. Just take things at a slow pace, a steady pace. Learn from the past. Learn from these burdens here. You're unpacking all of that so that you can have this, okay? So don't allow yourself to go back into it, because you want this healthy rebirth. You know, you've done all the work. You've learned what you needed to learn to be able to do this, to be able to be there. That's on the bottom again of the deck. I don't know if I didn't shuffle. Did I shuffle? Let's see what your outcome is on this. What is your outcome here? We have the Knight of Wands. So the outcome here is following the beat of your own drum. You can do things the way that you want to do them. You don't have to do things the way that somebody else tells you to do it. But there's something here. It's been at the very beginning of this reading is about passion. Following your heart, following your passion, moving towards what really makes you feel good. Now, what I'm getting from this as well is somebody having some kind of loan or some kind of money coming to them. It could be some kind of investment maturing or something like that. But it's going to enable you to really embark on a journey that you didn't know you could have. And it feels like this is going to really inspire you in moving forward. It's like there's an action now. It's gone from like an inspired thought into an inspired action that you are ready to take. This is the direction that you're heading in, is towards passion. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this money could be coming in from something that you've walked away from, actually. That's what it feels like to me. This is coming in. What else do we have? It's a lot to do with needing to really honour yourself, you know, looking at self-love on here. What is your outcome on this right now? We have the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of romance coming up. There's a lot of gestures, romantic gestures, things feeling a little bit fairy tale throughout this month, I feel. It's going to feel exciting, inspiring, brand new. It's exciting. I can feel like the butterflies kind of feeling from it. And that's all because you left something behind. You walked away from something, and it's really opened you up to having more. And the Ten of Cups is that this is the real outcome. It's basically you're finding contentment, balance in your relationships, peace in your home and relationships, peace in your way forward in work as well. It feels like everything's going to come together. And it feels like that's between August and October that this is going to happen. But it's starting from August, you know. The next couple of weeks, this is what you're going to be experiencing. Okay, I'm going to leave this reading here for you. So if that did resonate with you and you'd like to know more about this, you'd like a whole forecast for the month of August, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading, and I will speak to you very soon. Have a blessed day.